Okay, I received a couple of messages of people being done, but if you're not, please feel free to express your disagreement at resuming now. If you're done, if you're okay, feel free to also mention that. Okay, great. So let's go. Who wants to be a grid job master and avoid Ken Herner some headaches? Okay, question number 1. What are the differences in environments between Fermilab worker nodes and those at other sites, assuming the site supports singularity? So is it Fermilab workers have additional libraries available, or worker nodes at other sites have additional libraries installed? No difference. The answer is C. Ken, you want to comment?
Yeah, we went over that before. So like I say, there's very few reasons not to do that. Also, pretty much every site supports singularity these days. I think there's maybe one that doesn't. And the other good news is the check that singularity is working on the worker node is actually built into JobSub now, so you don't have to add that to your content requirements. That has singularity true, that's automatically checked for.
Good.
So
excellent.
Yeah, just no reason to be afraid of running offsite.
Okay, question number 2.
Thousands of cores that twiddle their thumbs most of the time.
Okay. After setting up a new workflow, preparing to run one that has not been exercised in a while, what is an appropriate number of test jobs to initially submit? I think this is a clear answer, and this is answer A, only 1. You don't want to be famous through your login from the computing consortium folks, and especially Ken. So the only thing to remember of today is that, okay? I mean, Kirby is not connected anymore, so okay, you can have this.
He would have answered D, I'm sure.
Yeah, sure.
Just to grind my gears.
You remember stuff from data management and storage, but this is on the main things regarding the grid job submission practices. Good. Question number 3. Project.pi is supported by the Fermilab Scientific Computing Division. The answer is a big false. It has never been supported and it will never be. So you're warned if you're using project.pi. It doesn't mean that you should not use it, but at least you have it crystal clear that this is not going to be supported. So you rather choose carefully what to use. So then if you run into trouble, some people could help you debug. Okay, for the interest of time, I go to question number 4. What is generally the best way to read a .root file for analysis within a grid job? It's open it with an Xrd URI, or open the entire file at the beginning of the job. Is it both A and B, or D? The answer, D. So the correct answer in here is to use the proper tools that are distributed onto the grid, which is Xrd. Ken, do you want to comment further on this?
Yes, to first order, that is right. There are some legitimate exceptions to that. One being, if you know, for example, that a file might have failed initial processing because suppose you have this crazy event that it just takes like 8 hours to churn over this one event. And in some cases, the Xrd stream can time out. And then when you try to go on to the next event and it says, okay, give me the next chunk of the file. Oh, I lost the stream. Well, then it dies, right? In that case, it is legitimate to copy the file at the beginning. Another case might be if you expect to read the file many times, right? There's no point in streaming it across like 6 times, right? Just copy it once. But those cases aside, and they are few and far between, the default case, yes, should be A.
Good. Okay, if anything is unclear, feel free to ask some question on the chat, either privately to me and I will say it, or for everyone. Question number 5. What is the best way to specify a desired operating system and environment in a grid job? A, use the --OS option in JobSub. B, do not specify any OS, but control it with a singularity image class add. C, don't specify anything, the grid does it. D, the answer D. And the correct answer is B. do not specify any OS, but control it with the singularity image class add. Ken, comments?
Yeah, this was an issue where back in the day when we had SL6 and SL7. Now we have pretty much only SL7. There will be something beyond SL7, obviously, but yeah, in general, you're better off just tell it the singularity image you want. Don't use this --OS option anymore, and just let singularity run, and then you know exactly what you have.
Good. Now, question number 6, and last question. What is the best way to copy custom code into a grid job? Is it to use Rcds and stage the file via CVMFS, or is it to copy a table to the PNFS DUNE scratch user username, or copy a table to PNFS DUNE persistent users username, or copy a table to PNFS DUNE resilient users username? So the best way to copy a custom code into a grid job is, if I'm not doing things wrong, to use resilience. Can you comment, please, Ken?
What?
No. I mistook. Sorry.
No. A. The correct answer is A. Edit that part of the recording out.
Okay, I think Dave will have to do some.
But just slice out about 10 seconds in there. Yes.
Yeah.
Use Rcds now. Not that I've never done D, but for tarballs, certainly you want to be using A. There's a couple of, again, rare cases where it may be legitimate to put certain files in resilient, but definitely if it's stuff that you know every job's going to use, put it in your tarball and use Rcds for that.
The correct answer is answer A. I will update the slides and make sure it's all smooth in here. Okay, thank you.